All right, Virgo, let's get into it. So welcome into your reading. This is going to be a general message. This is for anyone who has prominent Virgo placements in your birth chart. So it could be a Virgo sun, Virgo moon, Virgo rising, of course. But you could also have different planets or a stellium of planets in your 6th house or in the sign of Virgo. All right, so this reading it has a serious tone to it just based off of the energy that I was bringing in as I was channeling your message. So usually these readings last anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour. So let's see what's coming through. Let's get the messages that the universe wants you to hear at this time. The Virgo that I'm picking up on today is going through a major ordeal in life at this time. You had the card of Apocalypsis come through from the Wild Unknown Archetype deck. This is the oracle deck that I'm using when I am channeling the messages before I come onto the reading. This card does talk about big change. It talks about the veil dropping and things coming to light. And there's also a lot of talk around deception with this card. Okay. So it's usually a time where truth comes out in a painful way. The veil has been lifted, like I said. So there could have been a perception that things were a certain way. And all of a sudden, you have physically seen proof that things were not as you thought. Okay, whatever this means to you at this time. There's usually a two-step process here of first, the veil lifts and you see the truth that has been kept from you. So obviously you were in the dark about a certain situation. And then the second part is that regeneration, right? Like now that you see how things really are, it is the transformative, regenerative process that starts to happen because you have to situate yourself in the truth. You have to decide whether you accept the situation that you now find yourself in. The old narrative, the old idea breaks. It is no longer the same. Things are different, right? So there's a lot that goes into this process. If you've ever been through a situation like this before, you understand that, you know that. So the cards are talking. They're sort of everywhere at this time. I'm going to take the Strength card because it was the one that was on top as everything flew out. So in your personal energy, you have right off the bat, Strength. So this is just telling me that at this time, you are summoning all of your courage, all of your strength to handle and deal with this certain situation. I'm feeling that some of you are a little pissed off. I'm feeling that you're trying to tame your anger and control yourself. As in my opinion, you know, knowing Virgos and just dealing with Virgo energy, whether it be through astrology or in personal, people that I've known to be Virgo. I mean, a situation like this, it just completely changes your entire disposition, your entire energy field, like it just becomes this thing of like fight. But what you do is you think it through and you strategize, of course, right? Like you're pissed off, but you're strategizing the entire time, whether it is a strategy of striking back and, sort of getting revenge, or a strategy of leaving and getting out of the situation. Something like that is happening. Here's the Death card as we expected it would be coming out in today's reading. I'm going to put this aside because this is a main main topic of conversation during this reading because of this Apocalypse card. Before I get into the cards, the other thing that I saw when I was channeling your energy was the eagle. Okay, so sometimes animals come through. to help us and guide us along our path. There's a energy of frequency that every animal gives off. And this could be the eagle, animal spirit, the eagle frequency that you want to start to tap into. For some reason, the eagle is coming through. So it's like a sense of there. When I think of eagle, I think of the high road. I think of they soar high in the sky, right? Like higher than most birds, especially of their size and all of that. And so there's a concept or something talking about that, either take the high road or rise above this. And then also see things from a higher perspective, detach yourself from the mundane situation that you're in and see the lesson, get to the wisdom. All right. Some of you may have some Scorpio placements, or if you don't, you're either dealing with the Scorpio, or you should tap into Scorpio energy just because the eagle represents their energy when the Scorpio is ascended. All right. Not as the scorpion. Once the scorpion becomes the phoenix, right? It has to die, becomes the ash and then rises up from that. Eventually they get to the eagle, and that is where their wisdom starts to soar through. And so there's something here about wisdom, and you either taking the high road or making sure that you are coming from a place of wisdom through this situation. There's so much that can be said from, these messages, but let's get into the cards and see how they relate. So you have the Strength card, the Three of Pentacles, and the Star. You want more. You know that this is not it. This is not life. All right. Whatever this is, whatever has happened. You have a vision. You have hope. You have dreams. You have, in your mind, there's possibility for your life, for a good future, whatever that future entails, whatever that looks like. And in your personal energy, you're trying to get to that state. You're trying to bring your dream to life. You're trying to communicate with other people to help you get this dream of yours going and off the ground. For some of you, there's health issues involved here as well. You may be needing all of your strength physically to get through a health issue. There's a lot of conversation about it, and there's a lot of help. I'm getting the feeling of help. Either you need help, you're helping someone, or the situation that you're in involves a lot of people helping out. Some of you are taking from one and giving to another. You have like two different lives or two different sides of you, where one side of you is a taker and the other side of you is a giver. And I know that sounds like really dumb, like just how I heard myself say it. It's like, okay, it's give and take. But no, like literally, like you deal with certain people, right? Like in a certain environment or in a certain establishment or group of people, you're the type that like takes energy or people give to you, whether they give you resources, money. Like there's one side of you, it's like you're taking, okay? And I don't know who this is for. Please don't take this the wrong way. It's like zero judgment. I'm just picking up on what the cards and the intuition that I'm getting. And so you're taking, it could be like you're taking money from one person and you're investing it or giving it to another. You're taking resources or something from one side of the family, giving it to another, something like that. So you have to show up as two people. You show up one way, with the group where they are helping you, they are supporting you in some way, they're giving to you in some way. And then you show up in another way when you are giving that to someone else or to another group of people. I don't know what that means. That's just coming through strong. But there's a lot of building and there's a lot of like networking, a lot of communication, a lot of back and forth, very busybody type of energy here. You don't want to give up on something. The Apocalypse card with the Death is making me feel like something's inevitable. Something has to end. Something has to go. And you're trying your best to hold it up and make sure that, because this thing, whatever has to go, is part of your dream. You have hope. You see potential in this. You don't want to give up on it. It just makes me feel like really, how can I say, like stubborn energy, but also outdated, old. Like you've been going through this for a very long time. Even this process of giving and taking, you have been this way for a very long time. We'll see what else comes through. What is in the environment? So the next 3 cards I'm going to pull are usually the drivers. This is the energy that is driving your personal energy up top. So you have the 2 of Pentacles. It came out reversed. And the 2 of Wands and the 2 of Pentacles. Wow. 2 and 2 here. Are these all the right way? They look like it. Decisions. Weighing options, needing to make a choice, being conflicted a little bit, trying not to drop the ball, trying to hold everything up at the same time. It feels exhausting. Someone feels exhausted. What is happening with the Virgo right now? Why do you find yourself in this type of situation? What are you getting out of it? For apocalypsis. To be here. I mean, I don't know. It's just like, you're in a situation, you're being lied to, there's deception here. Why are you in this situation? Let's get some more information. You have hope. I'm getting that. It keeps coming back to that. It keeps coming back to you having hope. Hope is a dangerous thing because hope keeps you stuck. All right, it keeps you stuck in this merry-go-round and a cycle that never, ever ends unless you choose to get out of it. How long have you been in this cycle? How long have you been dealing with this situation, Virgo? And why? You want to, I don't know. I don't even think you want to get, I think it's like, you're so accustomed to it by this point, you're so accustomed to it. It's like, it just is how it is for you. It's your life. At the same time, sometimes you dream about the future. Sometimes you dream about being free or dream about, if only things were different, what would your life be like? What would your life look like? Where would you be at this point of life if, you weren't in this situation for as long as you've been? There's a whole life out there, and it is possible, to live several lifetimes in one, right? When we talk about the death rebirth process, I mean, I don't know if you've your childhood, you're no longer a child, right? Like your entire childhood was a lifetime. Your adolescence, depending on how old you are watching this, you're no longer an adolescent. That was an entire lifetime, right? So you can live different lifetimes within this one. And, I just don't want anyone to feel like there's nothing left for you. You know, like you cannot create a new life for yourself. You cannot recreate who you are, or, you know, just work on the things that you feel passionate about, that you dream about here with the star. I mean, what else do you have to do in this lifetime? We're alive for an average of 80 years if you're lucky. What else are you going to do with it? You know, are you going to stay in this situation the entire time? Are you just settling? This feeling of being trapped is a mental construct. It's not literal. You know, unless you're in jail, right? Or unless, I don't know, for some of you, you have like a physical restraint that you feel trapped. But if you don't, like, this is a mental construct. You can get out of a situation. If this isn't you, it is someone in your environment who feels trapped, who has been, if you didn't know, or maybe you felt it, this person has been contemplating whether they should stay or go. For some of you, that may be the apocalypse moment, you know, where the deception came through and you didn't know that this person felt like that. But whether this is you or someone else, someone is thinking about getting out of a situation. The excuses, everything that you tell yourself and you tell others about, you know, you got to stay in this situation because this, because this, because this. Like, those are just excuses. Those are justifications to keep you in a familiar, comfortable situation. But does this situation make you happy? I always struggle to get these cards lined up. I know it's not going to be perfect because they're cards and they move. They move around a lot, but I can't help it. And maybe I'm picking up on the Virgo perfectionism here, but geez, it's driving me nuts. Okay. So let's get some more energy. Yeah, let's get some more energy. Let's get some more details here. We are using the Wild Unknown Tarot deck now. So you have the Two of Pentacles again, which is this card here together. You have the Three of Pentacles. So you go from the Two of Pentacles to the Three of Pentacles. That's a good sign. And then you have the King of Cups in this deck. It's called the Father of Cups. Here's the mountain that the eagle is soaring over. You also have the Three of Pentacles here. All right, so something to keep in mind. You have a lot of repeating cards, which is validating energy and validating that we are on the right track as it relates to the situation the cards are presenting. King of Cups, Page of Cups, Father of Cups, Daughter of Cups. Does this have to do with your family in some way? Is there someone in your family who is being deceptive here with the Devil? I don't know, Virgo. Your ability, like your loyalty and your devotion, man, there's like nothing like that, right? Like a strong Virgo placement type of person, you're in something forever, you know. Once you're committed, it's like you will stay devoted, which is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful characteristic and quality to have in a world like ours, especially. However, you got to think about what is worth that devotion, you know. Like sometimes it's like knowing when to call it for what it is, the forgiveness that you can have. You can forgive all day, you know, but do you let it go? Do you forget it? I don't know. But this is energy around making a choice, okay? You're weighing your options. You're seeing what is worth, you know, more, right? Like staying in a situation, leaving a situation. Doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a job. It can be I'm getting for some of you, you live with your parents or you live with, family, and it's just not working out. I'm getting that as well. But I just feel like some of you perceive that the situation you're in, like you cannot live without it. You need it. You need it to survive. You need it to, it's your livelihood. It's how you pay your bills, or, there's a lot of materialism that goes into the reason why you stay here and why you have not made a decision to get out of this. It's heartbreaking in a sense, because you have so much, value, so much potential, like your skill sets and your talents and, what you're good at, what you bring to the table are extremely valuable. Your dedication, your willpower, your mental capability to get something done and complete things and, go all in, get your hands dirty. Like I can just go on and on about qualities that the Virgos have that not a lot of people in this time have, right? Like people take that for granted or something, And it's just like, if you only saw your worth, if you only saw what you can bring to the table, if you only felt that, maybe you wouldn't feel so trapped as though you're not capable of doing things on your own or getting out of this situation, getting away from this negative, ugly, yucky energy. I mean, this is yucky energy. For you to have the devil come out here as well, it's just not. Oh my gosh. I feel like someone is just in their home, putting on a front, like they cannot just breathe and have a sigh of relief and feel free. And, like there's so much turmoil. There's so much dense, heavy negativity in the home. Like only if the walls could talk, like open up the windows, open up the doors, let the air through, get out, go for a vacation, get away from this situation. It's just so, it weighs on you, and it's probably giving you some health issues as well. You're dealing with a King of Cups type of person here. This person, this person's making me feel like they are alone. All right. So whether this is you or someone else, you're in a dynamic with them. If you're in a relationship with them, if you live with them, something like that, like they're far away, and they are the black sheep, or they are the different one, or they are a lone wolf, something like that. They protect this Page of Cups here, this Daughter of Cups in some way. But that's it. Okay, this Page of Cups is like their only concern, their only priority. Like there's nothing else that matters. So this is you. This is in your mind. It's like, I need to protect my child, or I need to protect this innocent thing, this thing that I love, whatever this is. Like that's all that matters. This person, this being is all that matters. And maybe that's why you're in the situation that you're in. I'm also feeling for some of you, it's like you're contemplating a plan of escape, but it's taking a long time, but you have a plan, you have a vision. And these two sides of you that I was picking up on earlier, like maybe you are reaching out for help, to your family or to a group of people that, can help you. And you're one way with them, but, the person or the situation you're trying to get out of doesn't know about that. Somebody is in it for their child here. If you're in that type of situation where you can't get out of a relationship, the excuse is because of the children. And that concept is so like, that is rooted in generational past. Okay. So regardless of your parents and your caregivers and what happened with them, the concept of I'm staying here for the children, that's like a societal, traditional, environmental situation where I want to say were, because that is outdated. All right. So we were ingrained with that, not just because of our parents' generation, but the generations before them. So it's like this sticky, what is it? Energy that has stuck in our DNA, that has stuck in our subconscious, memory or whatever, to think that it is best to stay in an unhealthy situation for the children. Like, I mean, you can go on and on about this concept, but if you're feeling like that, I mean, I would really, really advise you to step back and really think that through from a higher perspective, because who's hurting here, right? I'm sure if that is your situation, the entire family is hurting in one way or another. It doesn't even matter who's to blame. But anyway, moving on from that. Okay, so you have the devil, you have the 3 of Wands, the 6 of Pentacles again. Wait, no. And the High Priestess. Here's the help that I was feeling with this 3 of Pentacles. The help is here. 3 of Wands. You're waiting for something to happen. You're waiting for the ball to drop. You're waiting for the surprise moment. You're waiting. It's like your intuition knows that something's going on, but you're just waiting to see it. You're waiting for the moment that it just pops off in your face, basically. Here with the Devil card. You have the Devil against the High Priestess. Forget it. What is this? This is like literally like high godlike, source-like, light energy against dark, devil-like, hell, dark energy, right? Like both the light and the dark going up against one another, both representing a spiritual being, a spiritual part of you, 2 sides of a person's essence, or 2 different people with 2 different essences. One is darker than the other type of thing, right? Okay, so it's just like making me feel that you're going up against that. You pick who you are. You're the devil or you're the High Priestess. I don't know. But the devil here is like, the devil type of energy. If a person is sitting in the devil type of energy, they are attached to unhealthy patterns, unhealthy behaviors. This is the type of person that does whatever they want, that doesn't really factor in consequence and how they make other people feel. This is a very liberating energy if you're using it in a positive way, where you need to literally liberate yourself from a situation and not give a fuck about anybody else but yourself, right? Okay, sometimes life calls for that and we need to step into that energy. Great. Good, go to the devil for that. But more often than not, this is just devilish acts, lies, deception, lust, sex, drugs, like, whatever it is. And if that's you, no judgment. Like, I'm not saying that those things are necessarily devilish. I did say that. I apologize. It's just more of like, maybe they're perceived by you or someone to not be the best type of patterns and behaviors to have, around your children or in the family or something like that. There's addiction here, to things that are unhealthy. And there's addiction to stuff that is making other people feel it. Like it's hurting others, basically. So it's like, if you want to be in the devil energy and do all of these things, that those are probably not the best to have around children or to have around family, or, to live a really like positive, healthy, productive, high vibing life. And so if you don't want, but if you still want to do that, then do it, but do it by yourself, right? Like, don't affect other people while this is happening. It's making me feel like somebody needs to make a choice between, do I want to continue this lifestyle? If I do, then I have to do this alone and leave and be single. If I want to stay a part of this group, a part of this family, a part of this relationship, whatever it is, then I have to stop doing that. But someone has made a decision here. Someone is enlisting help from the Six of Pentacles. I don't know if somebody is going to some type of therapy, but another person is just like there in silence watching. This person knows better. The High Priestess knows the truth about this whole situation. Sometimes it's like, you know the truth intuitively, right? You have like your psychic sense, your spidey sense. You see the red flags, you see the patterns. You just know. But we get so caught up on needing to see it with our physical eyes in order to believe it, which is ridiculous, in my opinion. It's like that stuff will have you in a situation for a really long time, right? Like if you're waiting to see the truth that you already know in your bones to be true, like give me a break. You know, that type of stuff is overrated. It's like if you're in doubt and you have this hesitation that something's up, something is up. Because when the truth is there, you don't have that hesitation. You don't feel that weird feeling that something is off. When something feels off, that means it's off. That's it. That's as much as you need to know. You know, if you want to know the details and all of that, like you're thinking to yourself, you're crazy. And maybe this devil is like gaslighting you and manipulating you. And it's just like, oh my God, like, am I crazy? No, you're not fucking crazy. Like step out of the situation, detach from it, and you'll see the truth. You know, go to your best friend that is sick and tired of you being in this situation. They are detached. They see the truth. Does that make sense? When you're so close to something and you're so close and you're in it, you're not going to see that. You're going to think that you are driving yourself crazy. If you feel like you're driving yourself crazy, that's an indicator that something is wrong. When you are in a healthy, loving environment, relationship, job, whatever it is, you don't feel like that to begin with. Right? So if you're already feeling this weirdness, that's already telling you that something is off. Get the fuck out. I'm sorry. All right, let's see. What else is coming through? I knew this reading was going to go there just because of the deception here when this card came. So whatever Virgo is resonating with this, I just get really passionate about it, about, you know, situations of this kind. So I know it's easier said than done. Believe me, I know that. What else is coming through for the Virgo? Dang. There's a lot of people involved here. Younger people, innocent people that are watching. All right, so at the end here, you have the Daughter of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles, the Daughter of Wands, which is the Page of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Chariot. It's okay to start from the bottom. It's okay to start something new. Like if you feel that you're already at a certain age, that it's like, what's the point, you know? Like life has already passed you by or whatever. Like as long as you're still alive, like there's always a chance for you to do something different, for you to start over somewhere, you know, learn something new, whatever it is. But some of you feel like you're too new at a situation, or if you step out and get out of this trapped feeling, this trapped situation, you're going to have to really learn how to survive on your own, or you have to start from the bottom and work your way up or something like that. But there is so much to be gained from this change if you decide to make that change. It's not easy. Change is a process. It takes a long time. depending on your level of commitment to the change, how dedicated you are, how much willpower you have, and like the refusal to allow distraction or anything to throw you off course, right? Like all of that are behaviors that are conducive to, you having like a smoother change process, if that makes sense. So, this is something that you feel needs to happen in order to get there. Like, it is totally possible, but it's going to take everything you got. And I think that, for a Virgo, you have the stamina to put the work in, it's more, what holds you back more often than not is love, is your loyalty, your commitment, your self-criticism, so yeah, I mean, I would say those are some of the things that you want to tap into and really evaluate in order to decide, is this something that you can do or not? For some of you, you absolutely need to do it because there's so much at stake here. Let's get some clarifiers. The change process is ugly. It's not happy. It's the happy-go-lucky type of feeling. You'll get there when you're on the other side of it, but when you're going through it, I mean, there's a point in the death rebirth process where you're literally at rock bottom and you don't know how you're going to get out. But I promise you, there's always your way out. I promise you, things will always be okay. Things always turn out the way they're supposed to. I'm scared that some of you are going to, like, this is going to happen where change happens and it's out of your control and it changes anyway. This thing dies anyway. And you think to yourself, like, fuck, I should have done that 10 years ago, because it ended anyway, right? A healthy, balanced, honest, loving, truthful situation, relationship, job, family dynamic, social circle, whatever it is, does not look like that. Does not feel like that. Anyway, so the 2 of Pentacles with the 3 of Pentacles here is clarified by the 6 of Swords and the 7 of Wands. You're trying to get out. Yeah, this is like what I was saying about, you have the High Priestess here again. This is the plan of action. All right. Your higher self is like coming in to help you figure out what needs to happen, but you're trying to get away from this situation. And there are a lot of obstacles or perceived challenges. I would say that there's a lot of arguing as well. I'm feeling this devil here is preventing you, is putting up all of the roadblocks that it can put up. And you know that. Okay, whatever type of like treatment they are showing you at this time, whether it's gaslighting, whether it's the manipulation, of like, how can I say, like one day someone is charming and happy and, there, and then next thing, they just like completely changed like the way they do. But you see all of the patterns, like I said. Somebody feels desperate to prevent something from changing, to prevent something from disrupting. I don't know, Virgo. Stay close to your intuition. That is your best friend right now. That is that part of you, your higher self, your intuition. Like, it's the only thing that you can trust, that you can depend on. Try your best to not veer too far away from that. That's going to keep you sane throughout this process, to keep you calm, to keep you on track, on course, because you have the Chariot here at the end of this reading, which means you're on your way, you know, down a certain path. Like it's time to get out and really start your life journey. Like really live for real, you know? You have the King of Coins, the Magician, and the Knight of Swords. For some of you, if you're dealing with a Father of Cups who is your partner in a relationship, this person is using their money, their status, their business, like their foundation in some way, their family, their roots, something like that, in their favor. They have something that is in their favor. Okay, so they may be telling you things like, you can't leave because I support you, or, you know, if you leave, you're not taking this with you, type of thing. But there's a Magician here next to it. So they're using their tools, they're using their resources and everything at their disposal. I feel like this is a fight. This is an argument. This is like a battle. This is definitely a battle. And what is this? Like the symbolism of mountain? Like it's not easy. There's a lot that needs to be overcome. There's a lot that needs to happen in order for you to get to the other side. And maybe you're already on this path, you know. If you're not on the path yet, it's just like, can I do this? Yes, you absolutely can do this. It's just being okay with cutting your losses and starting from scratch. That's the easiest way. That's the easiest way for anybody that, you know, is thinking to themselves like, I'm going to lose out on a lot. Fuck it. You don't take all of this material stuff with you when you're dead, right? You can't fit all this shit in a casket. So is it your happiness, your health, your sanity, you know, an opportunity to really live life and get out of this situation? For some of you have children that need to move on as well. Like they need to experience a happy parent or whatever. Like all of the material stuff can be rebought, can be, you know, like that's it. It's not easy, but it can happen. It's so possible. You have the Devil here again. All right. What are we doing? Let's go and see what this Devil is about. The Devil card with the Three of Wands. Two of Wands, which is this card. Page of Wands, which is this card. Three of Swords. The Judgment here. Jeez Louise. Just a lot of energy. This devil hurt some people. This devil snuck out and did some damage. It was an impulsive moment. This devil tends to be impulsive. Oh, I'm getting so many like different images in my head. I'm so sorry. I don't know who this is for, but I mean, obviously this reading is not going to be for everyone because this is a specific situation that, you know, the Virgo I'm picking up on is going through. More than anything, it's a situation where you're in a relationship and, you know, somebody has really betrayed you. I don't know, Virgo. I mean, if that's the case, the devil literally like had someone waiting for them and they went for it. Betrayal here with the Three of Swords, they chose to do this. Yes, it was a moment of impulse, passion. You know, obviously they weren't thinking, but this person tends to not think. All right, what is the Six of Pentacles with the High Priestess? Sometimes these are the readings, you know. Sometimes it's just like this. It's so unfortunate, and I do apologize. If you want more like a different type of energy field, check out another sign, maybe like your rising sign, your moon sign, something like that. Because again, this is really relationship oriented betrayal type of thing going on here. All right, you have the Six again. What did I say? Six of Pentacles, the High Priestess. High Priestess, your intuition, your spidey sense, like you know this shit is over. Queen of Swords, beautiful. I love this. Here's that Three of Pentacles again. This is the third time that it's come out. You need help. Ask for the help. Okay, whatever that is. Ten of Swords is an ending. Queen of Swords is an energy that is like done with the bullshit. Queen of Swords knows the truth, has the truth. Queen of Swords is ending something here. You are ending something here, whether you're male or female. You're communicating this as well. You're ready to start building something new. You're ready to start building on your own. Like you want to go toward people who are on your same frequency, energy level, on the same path as you are, who are higher vibing, who are, you know, who love life, who just want the best for themselves, you know. You're learning from these people. You're getting opinions from them, or you're looking at their experience, something like that. But there is a group that you go to that is your safety net, that are your supporters, that are there to help. And you're going to them to help you get out of this situation. Here's the King of Cups again. I don't know. I missed it though somewhere. Yeah, this person probably has a drinking problem, or just like I said, indulges a lot and has some sort of addictions. There's nothing wrong with drinking. I feel like I have to say that. Like, I know I was talking about drugs and all those things. Like, if that's what you do, that's what you do. Or whoever is, you know, if somebody's taking offense to it, I don't know. But like, sometimes it's just not conducive for a family. You know, like doing it in front of family, whatever. Okay, daughter and daughter. Either these are your daughters, these are your children. But this is also making me feel like you're just starting something. Like you're brand new, you're green here. And this can be later on down the road, you know. Four of Swords. Six of Wands. Yeah. You're overcoming this situation. Good job. You will come out on the other side. Especially if you continue down this process, this road, this path. It's inevitable. Nothing stays the same. Everything changes. When you're in a death rebirth process, you're not in it forever. Here's the Six of Pentacles again, which is this card over here. This is like rest, get away, go be taken care of by your family. Go heal at your mom's house, or, you know, somewhere where you feel supported and loved, and taken care of. But this is just like healing completely, 100%. You're in the healing process here. Dang. But you're gaining your confidence again. You are being given moral support, emotional support, even physical support in some way here with the Six of Wands. You're overcoming, you're accomplishing something here. And it's like you have to relearn yourself. You have to learn again who you are, what you're made of, connect to yourself again, love your body, love your heart, love your mind, like do a lot of meditation work, do a lot of self-love, self-care, really like take time away, separate yourself from something and really love yourself as though you were loving your child or something like that. There's something around that. And I think that people are here to help you do that. What is the Ace of Wands in the Chariot? Yeah. Judgment Day is arriving. Judgment Day is coming. Once you know, you cannot unknow. Someone will get their judgment day as well, and you will see that. And it'll make you feel really good. I don't know if some of you are going through court, in the court system with another person, but yeah. Contracts, obligations, court. So yeah, that's just validating that somebody is in that type of situation, but someone will get their judgment day and you will feel free and it'll be fair. I don't see you being too arrogant. I see you being really humble about it, but it's just a freedom, a feeling of feeling free. But this is also saying, what are you committed to now? You have a new commitment. This could be a commitment to yourself and your well-being and your life, but your commitments and that devotion and that loyalty that you once had to this low-level, low-vibing person and situation is no longer that. You are now devoted and committed and loyal to something else. And for most of you, it is you, your happiness, your health, your sustainability, the quality of your life. And that's fucking beautiful. Good job. All right, let's see what Oracle message comes through for you. I hope this helped someone through their process. I hope you found some sort of enlightenment, guidance, validation, insight to your situation. If you did, I would really appreciate if you click the little like button on the video. That'll help me out a lot. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, I do those. My email address is on the description of this video. Just send me an email and I'll get back to you. All right. What does the universe have to say? This is the Work Your Light Oracle deck. Let's see what message and guidance is coming through from Spirit. For the Virgo, please. Everything will be okay. Just got to keep that thought process. Just don't give up. Keep going. Soul family. How crazy. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do this alone. Definitely. A lot of the energy, a lot of the cards that we were picking up on today had to do with that. Let's take a read and see what this is about. It's obvious, but I like to read them. 80. All right. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Hope you can see it. It is time to call in your soul family and support team. People who get you at a soul level. People who are the same kind of weird as you. People who are your chosen family. They are coming and they are looking for you. If you haven't found them yet, this is a sign that they are close. But in order for them to find you and recognize you when they do, it is important that you stop dimming your light and truly let yourself be seen. If you have already found them, then you are being called to let them support you and perhaps also assemble a wider support team. Your support team can consist of all types of people, such as a therapist, coach, mentor, or healer. Tune in to what kind of support you need now. I am part of your support team, Virgo. I will support you through readings and energy. Sending you the best. And I hope that it all works out. I really, truly believe that it will. Don't be scared to call for the help. Go to the people that you know are right for you. It's going to require all of your energy and authenticity to be vulnerable and open up to them about what you're going through and asking them for help. But I think that that these people are not the type that are going to judge you or criticize. They're going to open their arms and take you in and help you through this process. So, sorry. So that was validation that something is right there. Thank you again so much for allowing me to read for you. I really do enjoy it. I hope the best for you and your situation always. Also, what was I going to say? Subscribe to the channel. Click the like button if you got something out of today's reading. And yeah, take care of yourself. We'll see you on the next one.